My brothers in light and darkness, we have a nice little video for you today. As we all know, Prismatic Hunter is cracked out, but as a Warlock main, we had to go ahead and get to work on a nice little Prismatic Warlock build for you. Now, I'm not saying this is some showstopper Giga Chad on par with pre-patch Sunbracers and pre-patch Starfire type of greatness, but we got some sauce for you and a little bit of juice as well to keep you hydrated. And no, it's not Getaway Artist Bleak Washer turrets. Okay, the build offers quite the amount of flexibility as well. Mainly, you just need to have 3 certain fragments. The other 2 are totally up to you, and your weapons really don't matter too much except for what you have in your kinetic slot, aka a strand or stasis weapon that can provide some sort of darkness debuff, whether it's sever, slow, freeze, suspend, and since Well of Radiance has been nerfed big time, I'm very much so leaning towards bringing this bad boy into the day 1 edge of salvation. Prismatic's got us all on the edge of our seat. And real quick, I just want to let you guys know, if you ever want to get your games with DLC for a cheap price, make sure to tap Instant Gaming. Top link in the description. So let's go ahead and get into the breakdown. Okay, Giga Chad, so we have a Prismatic Warlock build for you today, and I did not think I would be using Osmiomancies in the final shape. I thought it'd be all over the Karnsteins, but these things are very, very useful on Prismatic, and it's not just because of the additional charge. And before you even say it's because you can turn them into stasis turrets, nah, big dog, fuck those stasis turrets, bro. We're not playing balloons, although I love me some balloons tower defense. The main reason we have these bad boys is really to help us get transcendence quicker. And this little secondary part of the exotic itself, where it says it recharges quicker on direct impact, that is so true. Not only that, but the seekers that spawn from it will also proc this same effect, allowing you in some instances to literally be spamming these things like they're Sunbracer grenades. Obviously, they're not nearly as strong as Sunbracer solar grenades in terms of just clearing out a wave, a room of ads, but we're on Prismatic and we're not trying to do all that because there's a lot of good stuff to use these for. The main one comes from Facet of Courage. Your arc, solar, and void abilities deal increased damage to targets affected with darkness debuffs, and if you're freezing every enemy you're coming in contact with, your Incinerator Snap, your Helion, they're all going to be doing more damage to that, okay? Facet of Courage, Facet of Purpose, and I would say Facet of Protection are probably like the must-have fragments on this setup. Protection, bro, who's going to say no to free damage resist? Nobody is. That's why we have it here. We have Purpose because, hey, we love having restoration anytime we can get it. And with this fragment, picking up an Orb of Power grants either Amplified, Resto, Frost Armor, Woven Mail, or an Overshield depending on your super. And we are using the new Song of Flame, but this is really just the revised Radiant Skin from D1. This super is amazing, dude. I mean, this super is so good. Your grenades, I shit you not, they turn into phoenixes. You throw phoenixes when you pop your super. Your Incinerator Snap gets 7 projectiles that are much more aggressive, and it lasts for a pretty decent amount of time. It's very, very good. So that just makes running Facet of Purpose just that much more of a no-brainer. Definitely slot on Facet of Purpose, Courage, and Protection. These 2, I would say, are going to be up to your choosing. Me and my buddy Normac, we spent all day playing around with different fragments in these slots. You can get away with, you can really go just about any option you would like. I have Facet of Sacrifice here, since we're going to be always having, basically, I have Facet of Sacrifice here, mainly because since we're 99% of the time going to have either Restoration or Devour up, that'll help us get bonus Darkness Transcendence energy, because the strength of Prismatic, on top of just, combining everything in a 1, is going into Transcendence, so you want to be getting your Transcendence energy as often as possible. That's why, as just an example, hear me out, you could go Facet of Grace and you can run Microcosm. I'm not even kidding you. This thing is actually pretty darn good. I'm gonna go ahead and play just a quick clip to demonstrate what I'm talking about, because this thing's actually pretty good.
Oh my goodness.
What is happening? Ivan, can you re-debuff?
Bro.
Can you re-debuff?
What?
Can you re-debuff? Please tell me you can re-debuff.
I just did.
Oh, okay, I'm just blind. Oh, why do you
No,
teleport?
we kill. No.
Why do you teleport? Why do you teleport?
No fucking shit.
Yo, what?
Damage was over.
Now, of course, I'm not saying you must run the heavy trace rifle down, bro. You can keep it simple, do something like this. But I'm just saying you have so many options. However, I have decided to mainly opt in for Faster to Ruin. Since we're going to be spamming so many cold snap grenades anyways, we might as well get the bonus shatter, damn it. We might as well get the bonus shatter damage from it along with a bonus ignition damage for our good old incinerator snap. Pretty good. We'll rock with that. We'll rock with that. We also have our Phoenix dive to proc our Helion quicker, because your Helion will help get your light transcendence energy up very, very quick. Dude, this thing is really, really good. It's a solar mortar and it does a pretty respectable amount of damage. I gotta be honest. Now, I just want to say that I have two different ways I like to approach this setup. This is the team play loadout with the no hesitation auto rifle. I love this thing so much, dude. Like, this is one of my favorite weapons in the game. I'll have a separate video on this gun coming out very, very soon, but I have it with physic to help give everybody on the team restoration just by hip firing the weapon, and then circle of life, get a little bit of extra damage. Why not? And it's a support frame auto rifle. This thing will keep y'all alive. I'm telling y'all, don't sleep on this auto rifle. However, if you are playing something solo, do this. Hear me out, all right? We can spread more darkness debuffs with the final warning, and I don't even have the catalyst for it. The main reason that we are able to do so is because hitting a marked target with a fully charged burst is going to unravel them. Unravel is a darkness debuff, therefore we are proccing Facet of Courage. No matter what your loadout is of your weapons, you want to make sure that you're going to be able to proc Facet of Courage relatively consistently, so that's why I recommend the final warning. Yeah, dude, double sidearm loadout, who would have thought? And then just run something like a Slice Call could be really good, or a Chill Clip Riptide, or any Chill Clip weapon. If you want to run a different exotic, or you just want to switch it up just a little bit, make sure your kinetic slot has a Strand or Stasis weapon in it. That's the main thing you need to take away from this. Your energy weapon is honestly totally fair game, bro, because it's going to be a light weapon regardless, which will help get your light transcendence energy. And then your heavy, I would say, is going to be situational. If you're doing a damage phase, you know, you can keep it simple, put on a rocket launcher, a GL. And if you're just, you know, roaming around doing what you got to do, hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro, Microcosm is actually, it is pretty damn good, like no cap attached. It's, and then real quick, we'll just look at the seasonal artifact, because I would say like these first like 3 columns, I kind of just put some junk here just to get to the good stuff. Put on Radiant Orbs. Please put on Radiant Orbs. As soon as you unlock this, put on Radiant Orbs. If you're in a damage phase, put on Expanding Abyss, because this is pretty nutty. From what I've heard, it'll make your typical 15% weaken debuff go to 25%, and you'll take your tractor debuff 30% to 35%. Credit to my boy Toity. He told me that. Also, things like Shield Crush and Transference are also really, really nice. Whenever I unlock my last artifact mod, I will happily put on Transference for the build. Call it a day there. Now, for armor mods, we're going to be wanting to make a lot of orbs, as many orbs as we can. So I have on an Arc Siphon and a Strand Siphon. That's mainly for the final warning setup with the Indebted Kindness, the double sidearm. But if I'm to be running the no hesitation, I would just change the Arc Siphon to a Solar Siphon. Just keep it simple. And then you could put on a heavy-handed, but I'm a sucker for having reloader mods, and don't mind me, but mods that will always be the same: heavy ammo finder, resist mods on your chest piece, always recommend a recoup, and a powerful attraction so you can pick up your orbs from a distance, and a good old special finisher. Never hurt nobody. I am a sucker for special finny. I love having special ammo, and because I'm always in the boat of just holding on to your surges before damage starts and then just swapping over to a pair of surge boots, that's why I don't have any surges on the boots whatsoever, because I have a whole other pair or a whole other loadout with surges on. Also, I recommend a scav mod for whatever affinity your heavy is. If it's solar, put on a solar scav. I have an edge transit on at the moment, so I have on a void scav. The good thing about this build is that you have a lot of flexibility when it at least comes to 2 of your fragment slots. You definitely have some flexibility with these 2 here. And your weapons, as long as you follow the principle of having darkness debuffs in your kinetic slot, you will be a-okay. So there is our Prismatic Warlock build. No Bleak Watcher turrets here. Try to spice it up a little bit. Go ahead and let me know what your prismatic build has been for the time being since Final Shape is dropped, and also your thoughts and opinions on Final Shape now that we actually got a whole day to play it without the servers going kaputski. Thank you so much for watching the video. You guys be safe, take care, consider subscribing, and we'll see your beautiful faces in the next one. Adios.